2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Seth Roberts.
Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point.
For the point after.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7. Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
Try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
At the 36.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Man, that's track. That's track.
Bridgewater to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5 yards to go.
It's Bridgewater. He finds Roberts, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the...
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On second down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Wait, that 53! Hey! My 52! Hey, defense, let's go! Jacket, reload!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. That's taken at around the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 12-yard
Well,
line.
no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Joey Slye.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All day, every day, any day. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On play action, now Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. This for his running back, McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm on. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second and 8 coming up.
Check. Block 54.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. You can't. You're not going to get me.
To throw, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Intended for LaShawn McCoy. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
17.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often miss. Time that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
9 brings up 3rd down.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Bridgewater now from the 50. Roberts has it. Touchdown, Carolina. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. Looking deep now for McCoy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
getting the interception. Here's Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Brady now on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Second and 2. Now Brady, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.